Well, they're calling it a one-in-a-million shot as two men meet at a small cafe in California. Both men happen to be traveling across the country for different reasons. But as Fox's Jamie Chambers shows you, the message of love they're trying to portray are not so different.
Think of this, one man traveling 3,500 miles from East Coast to West Coast, the other man just 50 miles from the West Coast, and they happen to meet here at Granny's Kitchen.
I'm just walking and I'm cold, man. I'm from Florida and I'm like, like this. And all of a sudden there's this old guy and he's naked almost. He's got shorts on.
We just happened to be on the same route at this time.
Millions of things had to line up just perfectly in order for these two to meet up. But sure enough, the impossible happened.
He looks right up at me and says, "So where are you headed?" And he's jogging and I said, "Where are you headed?"
One running east at a few miles a day, the other headed west at a brisk walk, carrying this heap of supplies behind him. Coping with the loss of his wife, 90-year-old Ernest Andres has vowed to run to the East Coast to touch his foot into the Atlantic Ocean.
I stayed with her and held her hand for about a week as she was in a coma, and then we had a memorial service for her last Thursday. And then I just figured running's my therapy.
The seemingly impossible task now seems all the more plausible, bumping into another wayward adventurer who is just wrapping up his cross-country adventure.
This Thursday I'll do 5.66, and then I'll be left Saturday, and then Monday I'll do a 7-mile.
And they have so much in common. Both have lived with purpose. Both men are former Navy. Both men are ridiculously determined, and both have suffered the heartache of losing a child to suicide, inspiring their extraordinary physical adventures.
I want no young person to miss out on love and life, like my little boy did at 26 and my little girl did at 36.
I can relate. My oldest daughter committed suicide.
Meeting these men, you feel like anything is possible, but Steve says his journey has one very specific message for the world.
Love life is the epitome of the opposite end of the spectrum of life, from where you would get to think the world would be better off without you. And you don't have the right to take your own life. It doesn't belong just to you. It belongs to your loved ones.
So the nomads travel on. Now the two men are close friends. Ernie, quite a ways to go. It's going to take at least 4 years to make it to the East Coast. But Steve, only 50 miles to get to the West Coast. We offered him a ride in our car. He declined. From Julian, Jamie Chambers, Fox 5 News.